7:31, we'll call the meeting to order. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
roll call, please.
Twenty-two supervisors are present. Supervisor Thomas is excused.
Okay, citizen comments. Any citizen wish to speak? Please state your name and address.
I'm Gail Clark Taylor. I live at 7624 18th Avenue. I'm very happy that we have a second meeting tonight that I can attend. I was unable to attend last night's meeting, but I did watch the recording at home this afternoon. And I am concerned about the leadership of the Racial and Ethnic Equity Commission, along with other speakers that spoke last night. And I understood from your discussion and observing what all you were talking about is that there is some doubt about the possibility of Mr. Solis having used the term boy to an adult black male. I was there. He did say it. The recording is exactly what happened. It was not doctored. It was not made up. It would be very easy to track down all the people that attended that meeting. There was about a dozen of them, and they will all tell you the same thing. So I certainly look forward to you contacting me so I can tell you the truth of what happened that night. That was just the straw that broke the camel's back for me. In recent months, I've seen him bring forward a resolution to ask the voucher program to be expanded to include Kenosha County. And this was before the Education Committee was even formed or made some deliberations about data to determine that something like this would help the discrimination that's happening in the school systems within our school students. And at last month's meeting, they brought in a speaker from a crisis pregnancy center. Again, without looking at data about the health lack of benefits, health problems among the black and ethnic minorities of Kenosha. It looks more to me like they are picking some favorite programs and trying to fit them in under their agenda of what they should be looking at. It's not working. The commission as it stands is making a fool of this county. You need to do something about it.
Thank you. Please state your name and address.
Terry Ruck, 8815 Lakeshore Drive, Pleasant Prairie. The recent and tragic incident of the chairman of the Racial and Ethnic Equity Commission, or the Commission, referring to an African-American citizen during public comments as boy, is a symptom of a much bigger problem. The commission was formed in a season of hope and possibility after the tragic events in 2020 and the ensuing violence. The commission and its founding resolution to achieve racial equity in all county practices was an acknowledgement of long-standing communal pain. The county board voted nearly unanimously to declare racism a public health crisis in Kenosha County. It was in a spirit of collaboration that the commission was formed to assemble data, present findings to provide reference points for activists and administrators alike in our shared work to dismantle racism where found and offer more equitable procedural solutions. A Kenosha County Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Coordinator was also established to help meet these expectations. So where are we now? After 2022 local election changes, this commitment to racial equality has been attacked every step of the way. A drive to eliminate the Equity, Diversity, and Inclusion Coordinator position was immediately begun with an unsuccessful attempt to remove it from the 2022 budget. Yet it is under attack again to change it to a truancy coordinator position. Appointments were made to vacancies in the Racial and Ethnic Equity Commission and approved by this board with candidates on record stating racism does not exist, and that was despite community outcry. And even though health assessment findings and statistics show racial and ethnic disparities in Kenosha exist, the subject was removed from the commission's tasks and passed back to the health department. The commission has been sidelined with agenda items they were not tasked with, such as renaming an equity award. So where are we now? We're back to square one. The commission could make a significant contribution to the future of the county. Please remove the current chair. Nominate and approve commissioners who are qualified and passionate about this work. Thank you.
Thank you. Please state your name and address.
My name is Alex Whitaker. I live at 12020 187th Avenue, the Village of Bristol. In early 2021, I served under the leadership of the late Supervisor Jerry Gully and the work group he chaired, which was tasked with drafting and organizing documents for what would become the Racial and Ethnic Equity Commission. Today, I serve as the Vice President of the Kenosha Coalition for Dismantling Racism, and I'm here tonight to speak on behalf of the coalition. When the Racial and Ethnic Equity Commission was approved by the previous Board of Supervisors, the coalition, along with other anti-racist organizations across our county, held on to hope that this commission would bring clarity, perspective, data, and practical proposals to our county government. We hoped that this commission would fulfill its mission. We hoped it might play a role in dismantling racism. These hopes have been dashed by the County Executive's Office and this current Board of Supervisors. Since this administration's installment in 2022, the Racial and Ethnic Equity Commission has been subverted, and intentionally so. The commission has been subverted by unqualified nominations on the part of the County Executive. Nominations that received significant yet ignored critique from local activists. The commission was subverted by the board's approval of nominees who openly denied belief in racism from this very podium. Again, citizens pointed to this obvious absurdity, and the majority of this board voted for approval anyway. Since then, committed, qualified commissioners have resigned, and any semblance of productive work has been stalled by weaponized, purposeful incompetence on the part of the current chairman and the commission this body approved. This same person has now used a racist term against another citizen while operating in an official capacity, and the well-founded concerns of all those who sent emails and voiced objections over this nomination have been more than validated. This current administration has dealt in bad faith with this commission, actively subverting its mission by installing people who do not align with the work. Now, passively standing by while racist comments are leveled without apology or accountability from the commission member this administration nominated and installed. This is what systemic racism looks like in 2023. And this system is under your leadership. The coalition demands a genuine apology to be tendered to Mr. Landry from the County Executive's Office, this board, and the Commission Chairman Solis. The coalition also demands, which should not need demanding, that Chairman Solis be removed from his position and membership on the Racial and Ethnic Equity Commission effective immediately. And finally, the coalition calls on this Board of Supervisors to reaffirm its commitment to good faith research and work on behalf of dismantling racism in Kenosha County and dealing with racism in a manner worthy of the long-standing public health crisis that 2020 showed so vividly is with us. This is what systemic racism looks like in 2023. You have the power to do the right thing, and we ask you to do just that. Thank you.
Thank you. Please state your name and address.
Veronica King, 5518 34th Avenue, Kenosha. Good evening. On behalf of the Kenosha NAACP and the Wisconsin NAACP Conference of Branches, I serve as the Legal Redress Chair for the Kenosha branch, and I serve as the State Criminal Justice Chair for our state conference. And I'm here tonight to also voice concern with regards to the racial slur that was stated at a previous Racial and Equity Commission meeting. I want to take you back to 1964, to the Civil Rights Act of 1964. And the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was designed to prohibit discrimination on the basis of race, national origin, religion, creed. I think in 1970 they added age, and in 1990 they added disability. So under no circumstances should anyone do one of the three. One, refer to an adult male of color as a boy. Secondly, you don't want to refer to anyone of color as the N-word. And third, you do not want to refer to an individual of color as a monkey or anything in the primate species. Those are grounds for discrimination, easily. And as a county government, it should not be tolerated, especially in a public meeting where you have people that are present, you have people online to witness what is being said and what is being done. So I asked the county executive and the county board to take a look at that situation and make some decisions that will warrant some change. So no one in this county should be subjected to that type of behavior or that type of a situation. It's offensive. It's considered a racial microaggression. It could be considered a racial trauma. And it's outright systemic racism that just continues to occur in this county. Back when County Thunder, back in August, you had a reporter from Channel 4 get called the N-word, and nothing happened. I don't know if the county exec or the sheriff sent a letter to Channel 4 apologizing to that reporter for what she had to endure in this county. That I don't know. But it needs to stop, and it needs to stop sooner rather than later. Because no one needs to be subjected to that. I was a victim of racial discrimination myself. While I worked for the Wisconsin Department of Corrections, I had a supervisor compared me to an orangutan. And I reported it to the warden. Warden told me to get over it and to move on. And I told the warden, if I have to be an orangutan, I'm going to be a well-paid, well-educated orangutan. And I sued the Department of Corrections in the U.S. District Court, Eastern Wisconsin. I was assigned Judge Pam Peppers, who's the chief judge of the federal court in Wisconsin, and the Department of Corrections settled my complaint. to keep my doctors and others from testifying in that hearing. So I've witnessed it myself, personally, and no one should be subjected to that. So I ask you to take corrective action and address the matter so that it doesn't continue to fester and we continue to have problems on the commission. Thank you.
Thank you. Please state your name and address.
Sure. I'm Dr. Timothy Singh. I live at 8805 Lakeshore Drive, District 16, and I too would like to speak about the deplorable action of the chairman of the Rec Commission. I did send a email to the county executive. She responded very politely that she and Chairman Nudo would be looking into this, which I think needs to be done. As some of the previous speakers have mentioned, this chairman should be removed from his position. Now, this may not be something that this group of supervisors can address, but it certainly is up to our county executive and the chairman to look into this. This is a deplorable action by one of the supervisors. As has been said, the Rec Commission should be addressing racial inequality and equity and not racial slurs. I did hear from the county executive that they would be looking into this. I do think it's time for action, and we can do better in Kenosha County. Thank you.
Thank you.
Good evening.
Your name and address.
I'm sorry?
State your name and address, please.
I was just about to.
Sorry.
Julia Nowicki, 8805 Lakeshore Drive, Pleasant Prairie. What Commissioner Solis did was a disgrace. That isn't even up for debate. We all know that. The question is, and it's such a simple issue. You don't have to discuss it. The question is, what do you do? Before me, the speakers have indicated a lot of great primary and secondary solutions, but I think at the very least, the county executive should, as soon as possible, this happened a long time ago already, the county executive should make a public statement to the citizens of Kenosha County and apologize and tell us what the executive wants to do about this. And if the county executive doesn't want to do that, I think the board should do that. And if the board doesn't want to do it, I think each supervisor should make a public statement, find a place where the public will know that we have a basis to trust all of you, because my trust is beginning to lack because there's been no action taken about this terrible event that could have been avoided. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other citizen wish to speak? Any other citizen wish to speak? Any other citizen wish to speak? Seeing none, citizen comments are closed. Okay, just a couple things. A reminder that next week we're going to have a few meetings to talk about the IGA. Tuesday night, starting at 6:30, we're going to have a committee of the whole. It's for information purposes only. There is no vote to be taken that night. Then the following night, on Wednesday, I believe it's the 15th, the legislative committee is going to meet, and then the 16th, the finance committee will meet on that. There will be people from the Menominee present to make a presentation, and if anybody has any question, please let us know. Okay, any supervisor's comments? Reports, actually, sorry. Supervisor Kubicki.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I'll make a comment at this time. As you all know, I am the executive director of Kemper Center Incorporated. Since taking that position, I have taken great care to remove myself from any county actions or discussions regarding not only Kemper Center Incorporated, but Kemper Center property itself. I feel that is appropriate to ensure that there is not even a perception of a conflict of interest. Accordingly, I am advising that I will not engage in any debate related to Kemper, and then when I cast my vote in favor of the budget this evening, it includes an abstention on those portions involving appropriations for Kemper, and then I ask that the record so reflect. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thank you. Any other supervisor reports? Any other supervisors' reports? Seeing none, supervisor reports are closed.
Policy Resolution 1, second reading, 2 required. From the Finance and Administration Committee, a Policy Resolution 2024 Kenosha County Budget. This passed unanimously at committee.
Supervisor Rose.
I would move the resolution.
Moved by Supervisor Rose, second by Supervisor Gersten. Supervisor Rose.
First, I want to thank the committee for its work. They were very diligent and very collegial in the atmosphere and the debate that took place. And significantly, the budget that was presented to us last night and the comments made were unanimously endorsed by the full committee, and we ask for your endorsement this evening.
Thank you. Any supervisor wish to speak? Any supervisors? Supervisor US.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Tonight's budget is a sound and responsible budget for the taxpayers of Kenosha County. It provides for public safety, maintaining our roads, and continuing to provide essential services to all of our residents. I would like to thank Patty Merrill and her staff for all of their diligence in compiling this budget and their further willingness to answer our questions. I would also like to thank Tammy Caputo for all of her hard work with respect to the Human Services budget. This year, Tammy revamped the presentation of the budget to make it more user-friendly and easier for all of Kenosha County residents to see where our tax dollars are going. Since being elected in 2018, I have steadfastly supported our fiscally responsible budget and bonding process, which serves our citizens, our community stakeholders, and also our valued employees. Last year, I was disappointed by the actions of certain members of this board when they used our budget process to target certain employees for personal and political reasons. I feel now, as I felt then, that such behavior was inappropriate, petty, and beneath what our constituents deserve from us. Our role as a board is to help move Kenosha County forward. This year's budget, as presented, rises above the unfortunate events of last year's political and personal retribution. Therefore, both the budget and the bonding for 2024 have my support, and I will be voting yes on both of these this evening. Thank you.
Thank you. Any other supervisors? Any other supervisors? Seeing none, all in favor? Roll call requested.
Policy Resolution 1 passes unanimously. Resolution 66 from the Finance and Administration Committee, an initial resolution authorizing the issuance of not to exceed $19,130,000 general obligation promissory notes for budgeted capital projects, including road and highway improvements. This passed unanimously at committee.
Supervisor Rose.
I would move the resolution.
Moved by Supervisor Rose, second by Vice Chair Decker. Supervisor Rose.
All right, this is the resolution that finances the capital projects for the forthcoming year 2024. 2024. All of the items are listed in the budget. You, I assume, have reviewed all of that comprehensive list. This is, some of the items will be financed by a prior resolution, some of it by grant money, and what is left is this $19,130,000 general obligation promissory notes to finish out the financing of the capital projects. Usually that we go to market sometime in the summer, and it depends upon the timing of the interest rates, but generally speaking, it's sometime between, let's say, June and August. The items were all endorsed by the committee. We ask for your support here this evening.
Thank you, Supervisor Rose. Any comments? Any supervisor wish to comment? Any supervisor wish to come? Seeing none, we'll have a roll call, and this takes 18 votes to pass.
Resolution 66 passes with 22 votes, passes unanimously.
Okay, well, it's not even 8 o'clock. I don't want to, hold on, give me a second. I don't want to go home so early because my wife will get upset at me. So, but anyway, joking aside, let me just take 1 minute. I just want to make a comment. I want to say thank you to everyone in this room, starting from the administration, finance, all department heads, and all the supervisors. During the committee meetings, we had some discussion, a few disagreements here and there, but I think everybody was looking to a great return, decision, that it would be good for everybody in the county of Kenosha. I'm so proud to be part of it, part of this board, which shows really what working for our constituents is. I think everybody should be so proud because I am of all you guys. Thank you, everyone. Now, we'll take the motion to adjourn. Moved by Supervisor O'Day, second by Supervisor Berg. All in favor? Opposed? We're adjourned.